Everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here on my channel. This is Sunny Sage 11. My name is Selena, and if you clicked on this video, maybe the message stood out for you, or there's something about the title that caught your eye. So thank you so much for being here. I've been off YouTube for a minute prior to starting this 30-day challenge, so I love your support for the channel. So I invite you to become a subscriber, give it a like, share a comment below, and let's grow this community together. So I have a short time because today actually, and if you've been following my other videos, I mentioned that I'm starting a new job. I actually just moved on Saturday, and so I'm kind of actually getting ready to run an errand before I get ready to go to my new job. So I wanted to, of course, do the video so that I can make sure that we are following and staying with our 30-day challenge. I feel like this is a collective, co-collaborative experience. So the message that I received as far as for this video kind of parallels my experience with moving into a new apartment, which is this notion of unpacking. And so for those who have done mental health services, like whether it's therapy, there's often this term about unpacking your thoughts, your experiences, what's going on. And with me, I'm actually unpacking as well. I'm unpacking boxes. And it's interesting because I literally only moved from one building to the next. Like my other building is literally right on that side. I'm literally looking at it through the window. So I didn't move far distance-wise, but still having to pack everything up and then get ready to unpack it again. So that's part of the process if you've moved before. So in the sense of we don't have to do it all at once as far as the unpacking, I think that oftentimes when we are experiencing something in our lives, or when it comes time to maybe talk about something that's on our heart, maybe we don't need to like rip the Band-Aid we don't need to rip the Band-Aid off at once. We can take it in bite-sized pieces. We can unpack little by little. And in my case, recognizing that it's a new week, new job to start, a few errands to take care of before starting the new position, and recognizing that I don't need to try to do everything at once. I did get a lot of help with moving, which was amazing. Hired a mover, I got a cleaner to clean up the apartment, which was amazing. And I appreciated that they could accommodate me on short notice because I didn't get the idea to look into cleaning services or to actually get a mover until like 3 to 4 days before I had to move out. I was like, yeah, I should get a mover. Like, let's make this go faster. And yeah, it would be great to have someone else clean the apartment. Not that it was in bad condition, but you know, those things that you feel like you don't want to have to take care of after going through all the work and preparation of moving itself. Like moving in and of itself and having to unpack is enough to take care of and enough to wrap your mind around. But I got this sense of unpacking. We don't have to do it all at once. I still have 2 full boxes that I have not unpacked yet, and I'm allowing myself to just take it one moment at a time and just relax, because I know I've done a lot over the past couple of weeks with apartment hunting, got the apartment, starting the new position. And so recognizing that we can allow ourselves to prioritize those moments where we need to rest, slow down a little bit. We don't have to unpack everything all at once. Things are meant to move in steps and stages, and we can allow ourselves that period to reflect and to allow any clarity that needs to come through, allow any realizations. I realized by unpacking a little bit slower, it can kind of help me reorganize where I want things. Although this apartment, like if you see my other videos, you're like, well, your wall is the same. Yeah, so the apartment I'm in is literally identical to the same one I moved out of. Like the wall, even the side of where things are, like my kitchen and bathroom, everything is still on the same side. Cabinets and washing machine are on the other side, like literally same setup. But I'm reorganizing where things used to be in my other apartment and where I want them in this apartment. So by allowing myself to unpack slowly, I can be a little more focused on, well, where do I want my books to go? How do I want them to be organized this time around? What about my journals, my notebooks, papers? So In this sense, a card that stood out for me in the tarot deck, I like to kind of tie in tarot. So if tarot is your cup of tea, then definitely become a subscriber. I want to find ways to do more with tarot on this channel. But the card to me that represents pausing, slowing down. If you read tarot, you probably might know what this card is, but it is the Four of Swords. And so with the Four of Swords, it really calls upon us to take a break. If you recognize the person in the picture, like they're resting. Swords represent speech, thoughts, mental movement of our thoughts, words, air. This is an air element. So the swords represent the element of air. And so when you think about maybe we need to rest upon an idea. So if I see the sword as representing maybe an idea, something that's on this person's mind, they can kind of rest on it. Like, okay, let me see what I'm meant to find out, or what is meant to be revealed by me pausing and slowing down and just taking a break. So those moments of rest where we need to slow down can really help us contemplate a little bit further. I mean, even when you look at this person's hands, it's kind of like they're in a prayer position, like they're looking to receive higher insight and higher clarity about their experience or their situation. So I'm allowing myself to have this Four of Swords experience, to slow down. I don't have to unpack everything at once, and to just allow myself this time to move at my own pace. No one's here to rush me. The only person who could do that is me, and I'm not going to do that to myself. And I hope that you're not rushing yourself. I hope that you're allowing yourself to unpack one thing at a time, to step back, to maybe get a bird's eye view, to get some perspective, to see it from another side or another angle. Which I feel like there is another card, which is the Hangman. Oh, that's another card. I don't know how quickly I can pull that card out of my deck, because I didn't. Oh, yes. I knew I was meant to pull it, because there it is. Yes, this is the other card that represents seeing things from another perspective. So as the Hangman, and this is Major Arcana number 12, take a moment to maybe flip the script. Okay, if I see this from another side, what other clarity can I receive? Like, you see, he's got the illumination around his head. I say he because it looks like a guy, but take it as you wish. But yeah, taking a moment to say, if I pause, slow down, maybe look at it from this side, look at it from the other side, slow down. Yeah, so the Hangman, and I would say the Four of Swords really connect with this not needing to unpack everything at once. I hope the message connected with you, and leave a comment about what resonated for you. The Hangman card, the Four of Swords, maybe there's another card in the tarot deck that you're familiar with as well that you'd like to tie in. I'd love to hear below. And again, thank you, and I will be back again for the next video. Take care.